Welcome to the first installment of quests that I don't know how to do. Just kidding. But this is a quest that I do not run very often. And that is Faithful Departed. It has this, I don't know, kind of quirky entry zone that when I was a noob I thought was a Slayer zone. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the quest from here. I remember the first time I ever joined an LFM that said Vale Slayers, and I thought they were talking about this place, which is called the Shrouded Vale. And so I went here, and I'm like, I'm here, where are you guys? And that was the day I learned about the Vale of Twilight. Not a whole lot going on in this entry area, this pre-quest, but there are a few drow. I remember there was a switchback that was really hard to see if you were coming from a certain way. I think this is it right here. Walked right by it. Didn't I just say it was hard to see? I'm not doing anything different than, the TR guide videos that I posted, really. I am using an acid flame touched iron sickle that has a red slot. I'm just using this over a scimitar because I wasn't able to find a flame touched scimitar with a red slot. And I have Glaciation 54 on that. Instead of, I had it on a ring during my TR guide, and I have Ice Lore 5 on the ring now. And I don't think I had the Swamp Scale armor in the TR guide, but I did feature this in some of my other videos. It's a nice set of armor for Druid, and not a lot of medium armor options for Druid at this level. And with the enhancements, I'm just doing the usual here. I'm about to respec this season's Heraldry after I get a few more points, so that I can spend points to get up to Greater Heroism. I'm just a few points shy of being able to get what I want here and work all the way up to Greater Heroism, so I'll be doing that shortly. Okay, this quest can be a giant pain in the butt. It is not noob friendly, and very, very, very easy to fail, because there are these certain mobs called the Venerated that you do not want to kill, and if you kill, I think it's 3 of them, then you auto-fail the quest. And so AoEs are very scary, at least in the rooms that have the Venerated, and you don't want to use like your wolf or something, because if you forget and your wolf starts attacking the Venerated, which is a hostile mob, and kills it, then you're going to be a sad puppy. Probably only run this quest a handful of times. Only when I'm looking for favor, and the last time I ran it was when I was doing the TR guide, and I was doing all the quests because I thought that was my final life. But doing all the quests again because this hypothetically is my final life on this tune. Don't plan on heroic TRing again. ever until a new class comes out, which will probably be a long time, if ever. Tonight gonna be a guest on DDO cast. We're gonna be talking about. That's gonna be the topic's gonna be a U26 and 27 review. Although by the time that this channel or this quest gets posted, this will be way after the fact. The venerated that you're not supposed to kill are, I think, are mummies. And what's cool is if you're just trying to do like some favorite cleanup, is since they're already dead, they're undead, you can come in here with like a high level caster that has Wail the Banshee and just use that to blow up everything else in the room, and it won't hurt the venerated because the venerated are undead. So this is going to be our first room, I think, that has a venerated in it. See, I am scared. If you didn't know, you can use Rallying Cry to dispel fear. Even if you are scared, it will take it off of you. So you can see the venerated as a red name mummy there. Be very careful. Very carefully single target these mobs. And even turn off auto target. And as soon as you kill all the other mobs in the room, the venerated will stop being hostile. Just like that. Was really crappy is, you know, the other mobs are attacking the venerated too, or they can, and in the final room there's just a ton of mobs, and if I remember correctly, some of them can be stealthing, and it's really easy for them to kill the venerated that's in the final room before you even get to where those mobs are. The final room's kind of a big room, so if you get to the end fight and, you know, you've already killed a couple venerated, there's a pretty decent chance you're going to fail it, unless you know exactly what to do. I don't remember if this quest is worth decent XP, 7,200. Definitely not worth doing this for XP. This is kind of a longer quest. I think this next room has a venerated in it, so I don't want to open the door until the firewall goes away. Don't need a venerated coming out and getting eaten up by that. Oops. Nope. No venerated here. So I'm level 10 now. As I get to about level 25, I'm going to TR my Sork Voodoo. I gotta run 2 more Shrouds on her too, before I can TR her into a Warlock. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think I will be able to TR her into Warlock well before the Gingerlock series is complete. So I'm hoping to just be able to go right from the Gingerlock series and immediately go into the Voodoo Warlock series. Of course, once again, by the time I post this video, this is all going to be after the fact. Because I'm not planning on posting any of these videos until after Gingerlocks is done. Oh, I am out of Cure Serious Wound Potions. Look at that. 55% chance of using heal scrolls. That's gonna have to be good enough. I think we got a lot of traps down there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the shrine now. I was a little bit bummed. There's a lot of gear that I want out of U27, but I just want the epic versions. I was a little bit bummed that there's none of the heroics that I really want for any of my tunes. I'm not saying it's not good gear, just nothing that I'm particularly interested in. But like I said, lots of stuff I want for the epic versions. And I just learned, I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, but the raid loot, and maybe even the quest loot too, comes in mythic varieties of +1 to +4. So that's an incentive to continue running at least the raid to try to get a better, even once you have the gear, to try to get a better version than the one you already have. So it's kind of an interesting change up to what they've been doing, because, for the last few raids it's been, gathering up, tapestries or phlogistins or whatever ingredients you need to do the upgrades. This time it's not an upgrade system per se, but it's keep running it to try to get a better version. The venerated are only in certain rooms, so if you haven't done this quest, they're all, well, up until the end fight, they're all behind locked or closed doors anyway, so when you come into, when I come into rooms like this, I know that, there's not going to be a venerated hiding somewhere. Maybe venerated here, kind of looks like it. I see a bunch of mobs. I bet there is. Yep. There's the venerated over there. And now he's no longer aggressive. Looks like another venerated room coming up. Ha! Freedom got dispelled. Does failure allow the venerated to be destroyed? I wonder if it's just one that dies and you fail. Now I can't even remember. it up on Wiki after this. Yep, so this is the end fight here. And so you really don't want to waste time with these mobs in the back because things are going to be active. And there's a venerated way up there, and he can die really fast and easy. There's so many mobs that can be really frustrated. Really frustrating. The venerated still got some health. Some dude attacking him though. Huh. Keep dispelling me. Venerated still has lots of health, so looking good. Oh, I should have turned off Colors of the Queen. Because if that procced here, it'd be game over for that venerated. Hey, we succeeded. Alright. 10 grand. Totally not worth the trouble. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my videos, you can always respond on YouTube. And if you happen to be on Saralona, you are welcome to send me a tell.